Oh boy, it's time for the controversial one where no one's gonna watch this, but if someone does, and they're gonna be like, fuck you for, oh, fuck, we really did try. We really did try to like get hype for Star Wars again. It just fell apart in everyone's eyes. The Last Jedi is a movie that is just, it is a movie that has grown on me. I remember originally seeing it in theaters. I remember I wasn't even gonna see it the opening night. That's how That's how weird I was about this movie when I was seeing the trailers for it, and then hearing stuff about it online. I was like, I don't know, man. And then I saw it, and I was just, yo, I didn't like that. But then after a couple years growing up as a person, I like The Last Jedi. And it's for a really weird reason. Ryan Johnson is a crazy man. He is a crazy man on par with George Lucas. He has the same thing where he doesn't want to listen to fans, but he does, but he doesn't. And like he will just stick to his guns through all of this. He will look at you in the eye and say, nope, this is the movie I'm making and this is what I'm doing. And that was the biggest controversy, and that's what everyone has a problem with when they talk about The Last Jedi. It's how Ryan Johnson, Ryan, who cares, treated the fans. But imagine hating a character so much that you hated the character off the internet because they were cast to play that character. I'm going to talk about fans for a little bit, but I have something planned later on where I talk about fans. It's the fact that they hated a person off the internet because they didn't like the character. Do you think that person thought when they were getting cast in Star Wars and they were being directed and this character was made and they were being directed and reading the lines and acting it out and they were waiting for this movie to come out and they thought their character was going to be like, oh, I'm going to be this new side character, everyone's going to love me, or everyone's going to be like, they're going to think about me, or I'm going to have like merch for me. Oh, that's going to be so cool. And then imagine just getting hated off Twitter. The chick who plays Rose, I don't write down names because fuck that, I ain't got the care in the world to do that. But just imagine hating someone off the internet because they were cast as a character and they played and were directed to act the way they were. That's what I have to say. Like, why? Rose is fine. I remember when I saw the movie, like I said, I didn't like Rose, but the more I watched it, the second time, third time, and every other time after that, I was like, Rose is fine. She's not bad. There are worse characters in the Star Wars world that are meant to be criticized. And no, I'm not talking about Jar Jar Binks. I'm talking about just like worse things that could be talked about. But upon further review, I have understood what Ryan Johnson was trying to do with this. He was trying to do the ballsy move of fucking trying to flip the switch on Star Wars, which didn't need to happen, but did need to happen, but he did it the wrong way. So everyone gets mad at this because I'll talk about this a little bit in the Rise of Skywalker review, but Rise of Skywalker got edited to hell, but this movie didn't. Everyone in the boardroom looked at Ryan Johnson's work and said, yep, that's it. That's the one. This is it, and didn't decide to make any changes. They were just like, yep, we're going to go with this vision, and we're giving him another trilogy. Let's go. It's a shame. It could have been a neat thing if they continued on this trend of just kind of like saying, you know what, fuck it, let's just go whatever direction we want and keep going. Like, I am all for people sticking to their guns regardless of what ends up happening, because I just like to see what happens. I just like to see what someone can create. And again, I've talked about this in past videos, I just like existing and looking at things in Star Wars. Like, you could like put something like on the screen that's like just awful, and I would just go, man, that's a Star Wars dome. I look at that ship, look at that gun. Like, it could have like one cool character in it of it and everyone else could be awful, and I would be like, that's cool, that's real cool, man. And that's how I feel about The Last Jedi. There are a lot of good scenes in it, and it just tells a different story, and it was trying to do something where it flips it on the head and gives you like a whole different story that's different from Star Wars, which Star Wars didn't need to have done at the time. It just needed consistency so that the fans would stay on board. But I fans. That's what I'm gonna say, to keep the fans on board. Anyways, Star Wars fan sucks. More news at 11. Fucking whatever. Time for the magnum opus of all my reviews, the Rise of Skywalker.